Hi, Dreadlanes. It's been a minute. Uh, Life's been busy, as always. And this is mostly for me because I need some form of, like, I don't remember the word. The words escape me right now. But essentially, I'm using this to kind of, like, vlog and hold myself accountable for just not spending any more money in order to get myself out of this debt circle that I'm in. I've hit a point with my debt where I cannot make enough money to make payments on time, and it's really stressful. And so the only thing I can really think to do is to just cut all unnecessary spending out completely and just focus on trying to pay my debt down until it's just dealt with. The amount of debt in question that is, like, currently drowning me is, like, a little over $8,000. So yeah, I've been struggling pretty bad. But this basically is just me recording this so I can, like, have, like, a physical reference of, like, stuff that I own by category, so I can always, like, reference back to it and be like, oh, I used all this stuff up. The only, like, exceptions for, like, not spending anything is if I'm absolutely out of something, like I have nothing left in, like, that category, then I can potentially buy something. But I only really see that being an issue with skincare, because I don't own a whole lot of that, and I only have, like, rinky-dink, like, deluxe size samples of things. I don't have, like, a full anything as far as skincare goes. So this video is specifically focusing on makeup, which is one of the things that put me into debt, because I like buying things that make me feel pretty, but, like, I bought too much. So I'm just gonna be, like, essentially showing stuff, I'm just gonna be showing stuff, like, saying things. It's not really much. I'm just basically, I guess it'd be more like a video catalog. That's the thing I'm looking for. It's a video catalog for me to reference. So if you are interested in seeing or watching any of this, then please keep on watching. So first category is going to be eyeshadow palette. And first entry for the catalog is the Kaleidos Quad palette in Glowing Iris. The Nabila Cutie palette. The Natasha Denona Xenon palette. The Blend Bunny Rotten palette. The Danessa Myricks Lightwork Volume 5. The Blend Bunny Longing palette. Pat McGrath Mothership Petalmorphosis palette. The Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. And finishing this category is the Blend Bunny's Machina palette. Next category is single eyeshadows, and there's not as many of these here. So we're going to start with Urban Decay, Moondust, and Diamond Dog. Urban Decay, Moondust, and Lithium. Urban Decay, Moondust, and Solstice. Urban Decay, Moondust, and Space Cowboy. The About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint in Art of Darkness. The About Face Matte Fluid Eye Paint in Scream of Consciousness. These two pots are depotted shades from the Hip Dot X MCR collaboration eyeshadow palette. And these are the various other singles I own from other brands to round out the category. Brands include Sugar Pill for these two, JD Glow for these. I believe this is from Nautix Cosmetics. I believe these two are from, what are they? It's on the back. Sydney Grace. These two are from Odin's Eye, and the rest of these are depotted from Natasha Denona palettes. Next category is setting sprays, and there's only 2 items in there and they're the same thing. So I have a mini and full size of the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Matte Setting Spray. And that's it for setting spray category. Moving on to face primers, I only have 2, and we're going to start with the e.l.f. Power Grip Matte Primer, and then the Touch and Soul No Problem Pore Bloom Primer. Those are the only 2 I have in that category. Next category is setting powders, and I have 2 with a backup of 1. I have the Milk Makeup Pore Eclipse Translucent Loose Setting Powder in medium. And then I have the Derma Blend Loose Setting Powder in original. And then I have a backup of this powder. And that is it for this category. Next category is like base products, like foundation and concealer. And I only have 1 concealer, and that is the Tier Glide and Hide Blurring Concealer in the shade 7N. Then moving on to foundations, I have the Tier Mask Fit Red Cushion Foundation in 33N Macchiato. Next is the People of Earth, the base foundation in 6 Neutral Olive and 6 Warm Olive. This does not match me, so this is my primary shade. And last in the foundation category is 3 Salt New York Sneaky Balm foundations. I don't exactly remember the shades, but all of them relatively work for me. And then a green color corrector. And that is it for the base category. The next category is face palettes, and we're going to start with the Kaleidos Symphony Contour Trio in Tan. Next, I have 4 shades from the Salt New York and Hannah Louise Poston collection. Next is the NARS Ultimate Blush Palette number 2. And to round out the category, we have the Lunatics Labs Cosmetics Contour Pro Palette Volume 1. And that is everything for the face palette category. Next category is individual blushes or single blushes. Starting with the Kaleidos Single Blush in Sanguine. Ritual Diffuse Interglow Cream Pigment in Lust. Ritual Diffuse Interglow Cream Pigment in Desire. Ritual Diffuse Interglow Cream Pigment in Eclipse. And the Ritual Diffuse Color Nectar Pigment Balm in Bloodflower. And that is everything in the single blush category. Next category is single highlighters, starting with the Ritual Defy Metamorphic Highlighter in the Chimera, the Fenty Beauty Diamond Balm in How Many Carats, the Denise Marks Duet Balm in Clear, the REM Beauty Glow Stick in Fembot, the Kaleido Space Age Highlighters in Mars Melter, the Kaleido Space Age Highlighter in Prophecy, and the Kaleido Space Age Highlighter in Skywalker. And that finishes the highlighter category. The next category is mascaras, and I only have one, and that is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High in Cosmic Black. The next category is eye primers, and starting with the Urban Decay Primer Potion in Eden, the Pat McGrath Intensifies Artistry Wand, and the Inglot Durline, and that finishes the eye primer category. The next category is eyeliner, and we're starting with the Made by Mitchell color case in the Energetics, the Holograve gel liner in Decay, the Holograve Cosmetics gel liner in Murderous, the Holograve Cosmetics gel liner in Bloodspill, the Holograve Cosmetics gel liner in Autopsy, the Kaleidos Epiphany Glow Melton eyeliner in Scarlet Striker, the Kaleidos Epiphany Glow Melton eyeliner in Moon Mechanic, the Kaleidos Epiphany Glow Melton eyeliner in Seven Seas, the Kaleidos Epiphany Glow Melt On eyeliner in Night of Creation, the Pixie Eye Define Waterline in Tightline Black, and that rounds out the eyeliner category. And the final category is lipsticks, and I have broken this category down further by brands, but a lot of them only have like one of from a particular brand, and you'll see that as I start listing them. Starting with the NYX Butter Gloss in Licorice, the Black Moon Cosmetics Liquid Lip in Sleepwalker. This is a Girl Cult lippy. I don't remember the name or its category number, and it doesn't have it on the packaging. The Ritual Defy Forbidden Lipstick in Ravenous, Revlon Super Lustrous in the shade Vampire Love, the Hip.X MCR Collaboration Lipstick in Regret, the Dior Sequin Lip Duo in 905. Unearthly Cosmetics Menacing Metals Lipstick in Void. Unearthly's Menacing Metals in Ancient. Unearthly Cosmetics Menacing Metals in Eternal. The Kaleidos The Sculpting Lip Pencil in Dark Matter. The Kaleidos Glass Load Lip Melt in Stranger. The Kaleidos Glass Load Lip Melt in Cypher. The Kaleidos Glass Load Lip Melt in Endgame. The Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Scorpion Fruit. The Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Rubino. The Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Mercury Wave. The Kaleidos Cloud Lab Lip Clay in Agave. MAC Lip Pencil in Night Moth. The MAC Lip Pencil in Root For Me. the MAC Maximal Sleek Satin Lipstick in Film Noir, the MAC Maximal Matte Lipstick in Folio, the MAC Maximal Sleek Satin Lipstick in Cyber, the MAC Maximal Sleek Satin Lipstick in Stone, and the MAC Maximal Sleek Satin Lipstick in Guessing Game. And that is it for the lipstick category. And that completes the video catalog of my makeup collection. Doing this has showed me that I have enough. Even though there's a ton of lipsticks out there that I still want. Mostly from MAC, just because I've always been looking for kind of odd colors and things like that. And I'm also still kind of on a hunt for like my perfect red. Because I recently had to finally kind of give up the ghost on what I considered my perfect red because it was just far too old to keep. But this really, I've always had a lot of makeup, but having to like verbally say everything to catalog it just made me realize how much I have, and that's gotta be it's exhausting for me with just this amount. I know people do this for a living and they have much more than I do, and it just has to be so exhausting to remember what you have, what you don't, what you've reviewed, what you haven't. I'm just exhausted from all of this. Side note, when I got to the highlighter category, I couldn't help but play with one of the highlighters because I am attracted to shiny things. That's my main problem and how I end up in the situation that I'm in. But I'm pretty sure I don't do my makeup enough to where like this is all gonna like disappear quickly. The only thing that like I do foresee kind of running out quickly is my concealer, because it's the only one that I have. Obviously my mascara, because that's the only one I have. So like things that I have like only like a one-off of, that's like that reasonably I'm gonna run out of that. But I have enough to last me a while. And this was just really eye-opening to have to sit down and like verbally say everything that I own. But it's a good thing that I did, because it just makes me kind of more aware of kind of just how kind of crazy it is that even with everything that I own, there's still stuff out there that I want. I have wish lists of like makeup that I want. It's a lot. But that is it for this video. If you found some enjoyment in it, please let me know down in the comments. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.